Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Data Analytics Journey class. And today we'll be looking at a very important and exciting topic, and that topic is a pivot table. A pivot table is an essential features in Microsoft Excel that assists you to summarize your data, and it also gives you the opportunity to create dashboard and reports, maybe for your manager or for your clients, as the case may be. It's an essential feature because you don't need to write any functions or any formula, but you just need to work with the pivot table and you'll be fine. You'll be creating a very, very important dashboard and all. So that is what we'll be looking at today, and we are going to be starting with our Microsoft Excel as usual. Okay, this is the data set that we'll be using. It is a data set from a store, I think in the United States. And as you can see from this data set, we have the features up here, the attribute, the order date, customer name, segment, and all till profit here. So whenever you want to work with any data, it is always good for you to check the features of the data by going to filter. So I just want to check the content of this data set. So from my filter, from my order date, I can see that this data set contains data from 2014 to 2017. From the customer name, we have a lot of customer here. That's fine. From the segment, okay, the product that the customer purchase are being categorized into either consumer. Okay, I think it's the customer that is categorized into maybe consumer, customer, corporate customer, or home office customer. That's fine. The state that the customer is buying from Alabama, Arizona. Well, this obviously from the United States, and the region is divided into four cardinal points. Okay, this is the category of the product. The product is either a furniture product, office supplies, or technology products. Okay, that's fine. Okay, these sales, these are metrics, the amount of the item that is being purchased, the quantity, any discount, and this is the profit that is being made from any of the item, and that is fine. That is telling us what the data set is all about. Okay, I'm removing the filter now, but I just clicked on Control Shift L, and that will remove the filter. That is the shortcut. Okay, for me to convert to pivot table, it is a usual and the best practice is to convert this data set into a table, and you convert it into a table in so many ways. You can come here into the insert ribbon, then you find table here. You click on table. You can see that the table has a shortcut. The shortcut is Control T. So it means that it's either I click on table like this and I have this. If I close that, I can press on Control T on my keyboard, and I also have the same thing. The first dialog box that is bringing here is telling us the range of our table. So it's covering from the first item to the last item bottom. Then my table has headers. It means that the first row will not be considered as one of the items of the data set. It's just an header. Okay, good. And it converts this to this for me. So if you have this, it means that this is now a table. So I can format the table as I want, change the color, any of the ones, but I think blue is fine. Is fine for me. Then here, table name, I can name this table with any name that I want. Let's just put it DAAX. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, then after naming it, so it means that I can convert this to pivot table now. So when I want to convert to pivot table, I have to come to insert, then I have pivot table, recommended pivot table. Okay, let's start with recommended pivot table. If you click on this, it's going to bring a summary of some recommendation based on your data set. You can see it's telling us the state and the sum of profit that you have from each state. That's the recommendation. Then by region, then it's telling us the region, some of sales, some of discount. These are important. They are very good. But that is what Excel is recommending for us. But that's not what I want. I want to go to the pivot table. Click on that. Then it says select a table range because we've named our data set DAAX. So that is the table range, and that's fine. Then new worksheet, yes. Then add this to data model. This is very, very important, because when if you don't add this, if you make any adjustment to our pivot table or to our table, the DAX table, it won't be reflecting on our pivot table. So but if you click on this, then it will be reflecting. So after clicking on this could take a little while before it pops up, and that's fine. Okay, good. This is what we're going to be having. This is a new worksheet. You can see sheet 2 that we are having our pivot table. Quickly, what we are having here is an empty space. We've not included anything here, but to your right hand side, firstly is that we have the pivot table fields. I can change the panes here. It's changing now, but let's use this is the default and it's fine. Okay, this is the list of all our header we are having. If you remember, we have, okay, let's click it. We have our order date, customer name, as we have them here. Yes, to profit and discount, the same thing is reflecting here. Then this is where we'll be performing most of the operation that we'll be doing in our pivot table. The first thing that we want to do now is that we want to look at the region. So let's look at the region that is giving us the most revenue. Yes, from our sales. So I'll click on region, it brings it to this row. Then I click on sales. If I click on sales, because sales is a matrix, is a calculated matrix, it brings it here, and you can see from central region we have this, from east, from south, from west. This is the um, summary of our sales. If I don't want, okay, it has summed the sales together. If I don't want the sum, let's say, okay, I only want average, I can come here, click on value field setting, then I can pick anything that I want here, either count. Okay, count the number of sales that we make from each of the region. So it's telling us that we have 2,332 sales from central, this, that, and that is fine. So I can easily make some other adjustment. I don't want count, I want the average number. You can pick that, and that's fine. But okay, let's go back to sum, because sum is relatively important. So instead of coming here to click, there's another method I can use. I can just click here, then right click, then I can get my value field setting. It's still the same thing. So I'm going to click on sum now, and that's fine. So this is giving me sum. Then another thing that I want is that the sum that I have, you can see you're having decimal places, and I don't want that. So I can either also click here, then come to number formatting. If you pick cell formatting, you are telling Excel that you should format this particular cell. For instance, I click on this, I pick cell format cell. It knows it's only that cell that is going to be formatted. But if I click number formatting, it's going to format that entire column. So I want to pick okay, number, then number of decimal places. Okay, just zero. We don't let us pick number. Let's pick currency. I think currency is fine. Yeah, currency is fine. Then decimal places zero. Yeah, that's good. So it's going to turn everything to dollar. That is you can see that the decimal places has disappeared. So that is how to format from here. So I can actually add some other things to this pivot table here. I can say, okay, give me the quantity. You can see the sum of quantity, but we don't want the sum of quantity. It is to count distinctly the number of items that are being bought. So it will count them one by one. So it is not the sum. So I will come to value field settings, then count. Yes. And this is giving me what we have. At the same, another thing that I can do here is that I can sort from smallest to largest, largest to smallest. I think the largest to smallest is always a good uh, features. Okay, sort largest. Okay, okay, good. So you can see it has sorted this for me from the largest 3,203 to this and like that. So even from here, I can also sort. I can sort alphabetically or from Z to A. So you can do all that even on your pivot table. Now, another thing that I want to do on my pivot table is I want to put a filter. I've gotten the count, the number of items that were being bought from each region, and the number of sales that we made. Okay, here I can edit this. It's not cast into stone. I can just say quantity. I've clicked on the formula bar, then quantity. That's fine. There's no issue with that. Um, okay, yeah. Another thing that I want to do is, okay, let us look at, okay, we want to filter by category. Okay, by category. Okay, that's filtering by category. Okay, as you can see, when I click on category, the category comes to the row as segment. It is doing that because it is not an integer, meaning it doesn't have values. So it is like string like that. So that is why it's bringing it down to the rows here. But if it were to be like numbers, values, then it's going to bring it to the value that we have here. If you look at my pivot table, it has categorized them into waste furniture. This is sum of total that we that we make as revenue in West, office supplies, then technology equipment, that is what we have, and this is the number of quantity that were being sold. The same time, then that's giving us the total, then the total here as well. But that's not what I want. I want to filter this entire table here with the category. So I will click on this category here, then drag it up to filter. After dragging it up to filter here, then if I click on filter now, then giving me this, I'll click on select multiple items so I can select these. So if I want to see only for furniture, I have to unselect all and click on furniture, then okay. So this is giving me data for the furnitures that we made from west, east, central, and south, and these are the quantity that are being sold. So this total quantity that is being sold for uh, furniture. Then I can also click OK. Let's see for technology equipment. You can see it has changed. So that is how to use filter that you have here. Although we can use filter in so many ways when we are dealing with pivot table, we are still going to see another way to use a filter, and that is fine. Okay, another thing that I can actually do here is to get the percentage of sales from each of this region from the total. So what is the percentage? So for me to do that, I can actually bring sales, bring it back here again, so that we are going to have two columns for sales. Okay, but I want to name this percentage. So you can name this percentage. So as I've said, you can actually name your table as you want. Okay, so percentage, I'm going to right click, then summarize value. Summarize values as what we have now is no calculation, percentage of grand total. So I'll click on that. So it's giving me the percentage of the grand total. So it's telling me that we are having 30.14% from west, then east is giving us 31% and continues like that. If in fact, if you look at it relative to the sum of sales, you see that that is very correct. But I want to arrange this, sort these by from the largest to the lowest. Okay, and it has sorted everything. But if you look at this data set, the revenue that we make from each region does not correlate with the quantity that is being sold. So it means that we have more quantity sold at the western region, but that doesn't mean that we're having more revenue from that region. And we can actually look at the profit that we are making, so that we look at the region that is giving us the most profit. So you can also drag profit here. We're going to have the sum of, this is the sum of profit that we are having, but I need to format this. So number format, currency, no decimal, and that's fine. So this telling us the number of profit, the profit that we are making, and essentially most companies, they want to see um, what is happening to their profit, because the more revenue that you make does not actually say that that product is doing well. It's the number of profit that you are making from that product. So yeah, this is looking fine and is looking great, but I want to create okay, let me pick the filter to be for all. Yeah, filter for all. Yes, because that is okay. Filter for all, and okay, this is fine. But okay, for the profit, let's sort it from largest to lowest. Okay, and that is fine.